lost my dad. And you know, civil servants at the time, you know what it is. Madina University, salaries, school fees were like 500K for law students. And at some point, it was difficult to pay school fees. So I had to come out of school, dropped out for a few years to look for that money to go back to school. While I was doing that, I went to cheaper universities that could help me get something. So I got a degree in business. I got another degree in social studies. So while I was doing that, I became a PA to my elder brother, who at the time was a producer for the reality show The Intern, something like The Apprentice in the US. In 2008, if someone was talking to me about tech, I would really not understand what it was. But yeah, we were able to use phones then, we were able to do a few things, but tech has so become something different now, like Uche was speaking earlier. I last year started a company. So in 2016, I went to America to have a baby. So I'm this kind of guy that I hate sitting down in one place. And I had to stay in America for 2 months. I don't have a driver's license, so I can't drive. So if I want to go to anywhere, I either get Uber or Lyft in America to go to wherever I want to go to. So I was so bored. If I show you a picture of me in 2016, I have this six-pack because I was followed by in-law to the gym in the morning and in the evening, every day, Monday to Saturday. So it was a routine. So I continued that way. So one day, I was using the washing machine. So I was washing my clothes, my wife's clothes, and something came about like, how can I do this without going out or without stressing myself so I can use my time to do something else? So I started that idea of instant pickup. But before then, I'll share the story. This is something really different, but I'll share the story with Uche outside. In 2016, I came up with this idea to build a TV channel that will be connected to Instagram. And I was looking for ways for me to do that. So it was so difficult for me to deliver that project. So I now started on instant pickup, where I was trying to build an ecosystem for myself where I do instant pickup, instant apartment, and a few other instant ideas that are coming up. Instant pickup is a laundry app. We started with laundry, but it's actually for full logistics. It's a laundry app that helps make your life easy. We pick up your laundry for you, we take it to your laundry house, we pick it back and drop it for you. That's instant pickup. So last year, November, we launched Instant Apartment. It's an apartment platform where you can get luxury apartments and also hotels. So, having done all this, I looked at my life from secondary school into the university, traveling around with all the biggest artists in the world. I don't think there's a continent that I've not been to because of music. In 2010, I went to MTN office and I met a guy called Kevin Orifa, and he told me, there's a guy, his name is Nigerian. He's from your state. He won Project Fame. I was like, I don't know him. He was like, go and look for him. He gave me his number. So, from that day, I started calling Nigerian. Where are you? I want to see you. Kelvin gave me your number. He was running away. So, the same year, they had the Hip Hop World Awards in Abuja at the ICC. So I was about to get into the hall, and I heard someone call Nigerian. I turned. He was talking to a TY mix. So I walked up to him and said, are you here? I said, yeah. I said, I'm the Ubi that has been calling you. He said, what have you been calling? Yeah, why have you been disturbing my phone? I'm like, we can make money. I have this dream, we can make money. He said he's not interested. I kept chasing him for 1 year. Right? One day, I drove to his house on the mainland. I told him, you know, we can actually do this. He said he was not interested. So, remember when we did when there was that, was it 2012 operation, there's something we did that there was a lot of riots in Nigeria where people were not working. Occupy Nigeria. So 3 months before Occupy Nigeria, I tried to convince him to come to my house and see my studio. He just, you know how artists are, when people have dealt with them so much, it's difficult for them to actually trust others. So 3 months before Occupy Nigeria, finally he came to my studio. I brought 4 producers. From those 4 producers were D-Tunes and a few other guys. They made beats. He came, he started listening to all the beats, one after the other, and he told me, I said, pick one of these guys, so we let the other ones go or maybe bring beats when they are ready. He said, this guy D-Tunes, I think he actually has good beats. That's when we recorded this song. People don't know that my voice is on this song. Have you heard this in your song? Baby, this your booty, now confirm. So I'm the guy that did, baby, this your booty, now confirm. You understand? Because at the time, we were inspired by Don Jazzy and the band who were doing music at the time, and we were unable to get a Don Jazzy. You know what it is at the time to get a Don Jazzy on your song? It was impossible. You know, so while we were in the studio, we were looking for someone to do that. I came to the studio, I said, you know, I can actually do this. So they put on the sound. I did, they said, no, delay, do it again. So we tried to work together with nothing. So after that song, we recorded Kukere. The day we recorded Kukere was myself, Inyanya, Praise, you know Praise? Myself, Inyanya, Praise, D-Tunes, and all. We were just sitting in the studio. So Inyanya drove into the studio. It was myself, Praise, and D-Tunes. So Inyanya, we were expecting Inyanya from Calabar. He got him from Calabar. He came to the studio, and he said, there's this dance in Calabar called Etigi. I want to do a song about it. So we told him that there's this beat we already have. I think it would be a good beat to do a song. We didn't know what the song was going to sound like or what it's going to be. So I left the studio, went to go and look for. Then our favorite food was Indomie and egg. So I went to go and look for Indomie and egg for us to eat after the studio time. So my house was like where you have traffic, and our studio was like the Hilton. So we had a small gen. I'll always come out, pick up that gen, tie a rope on my waist, and keep walking and dragging the gen to the studio. When we finished recording that night, no matter how much it rained, because we needed light at home, we'll do the same thing. And we continued like that. We were able to record Kukere. After we recorded Kukere, it was like, this is not my kind of thing. I'm an R&B artist. I want to do what people know me to be doing from Project Fame. So one day, I called him, I said, I got a friend to write a check of 500,000 naira. At the time, I used to take for shows 50K, 100K. So for him to have seen 500,000 naira check at the time was a different ball game entirely. So I got a friend and said, listen, before I get this guy to record this song, it would be crazy for me to do that. And I don't know how to convince him. Write me a check of 500,000. I'll tell him that we have a show and we have to perform this song. Right? So I sent him then it was BlackBerry Messenger. I sent him the message on his BlackBerry Messenger and said, listen, we have a show. The guy came to the studio, he heard Kukere, he's going mad. He wants you to come and record the song. Praise did, oh na 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 na, yeah, yeah. He did that, the song. So you can imagine, at the time we had nothing. But all we had was putting young guys together, that collaboration to make sure it happens. So Praise did that, and he came and heard it. He said, I actually like this. So I now said, yeah. They said my voice was not good for it. So we called Bassi. Bassi tried, it was impossible. So we actually scrapped that and let Inyanya do the song, and then Praise did a few backups on the song and released the song. What I'm talking about these things, these are major landmarks, things that you know about, right? But you don't know how it all came about. We released the song. MTN called us because he was an MTN ambassador. No, he wasn't an ambassador then, but he came out of an MTN sponsored show. So MTN called us, we went there, we said we have a song. That was the time they were doing there was a tour MTN did, and the first place we performed Kukere was in Kaduna. And I don't understand what they were, the guys they were, my brothers in Kaduna were doing, but they were just dancing to a new song. So we got back to Lagos. I told him, you see, this song is going to become a big song. Let's start pushing. We started doing dance competitions about the song. Then that was it. Now, 3 weeks after we had dropped Kukere, Tiwa Savage was having an industry night at, you know about industry night, at Oriental. We got there. Because the guy that organizes industry night knows me, he let me in and they bounced me in. Right? My normal thing, I started crying. Because, see, what drives me is passion. Right? If you're passionate about something, you go for it. No matter what it will cost you to do it. So I went in and I started crying. So then, Wizkid was still up and coming. Davido was not, he hadn't even dropped any song then. So, but they were, you know, Davido used to hang out with the more hits and so they all came in. So it was difficult for me to even get into where Davido and Wizkid and Special Ed, the Prince, Sam Clef were sitting. So I got into the hall. You know, there's always a VIP area. So I fought my way in. So I was able to sit down with them. So I was looking for who I'll beg to go and bring Yaya in. So when I found the person, it was I think Sunday Are that I begged. I said, he said he was busy, that the band was coming, so they were waiting for the band. You know, then, you know what I'm talking about. If the band enters this place, you know what we're talking about. This was like 2012. So it was really crazy for me to actually say, hey, Sunday Are, come and go. They were waiting for the band, man. So there was nothing I could do to convince them to go and pick up Inyanya, right? So I called the guy that organizes industry, and I said, Matthew, you're my guy. Help me bring Inyanya. Inyanya is a project film winner. I started giving him profile. You know, I was reading the whole profile to, you know, the elevator pitch. You know, I was giving him that profile. You know, I said, okay, let them bring him in. Listen, Kukere had dropped, but it was not a major hit. 3 weeks later, you see that same hall, that same stage was not enough for Inyanya to perform for people for industry night. That's passion. So if you look at it, that's growth. We kept growing every day. When Kukere became a very big song, they used it on the British Got Talent. I think everywhere they were playing it, we got a lot of views, millions of views everywhere on the internet. One day we got home from a show. I told Inyanya, I said, we need to do something. We need to drop another song. You guys know Your Waist, right? Your Waist was a beat. So we could not pay for our studio rent, so they had to chase us from there. All right? So we moved all our equipment and I think we could move to our house, the sitting room. So one day I woke up from sleep, I was hearing something. I was hearing the Kukere beats, just the beat alone, without any vocals. So I went to go and buy, you know, our normal food that we could afford then. Before I got back, the beat had changed a little bit. So I said, but this still sounds like Kukere. They said, no, yeah, it's Kukere beat, but we're trying to do something on it. Before I knew it, I started, your waist, all I want is, I thought he was joking, right? So I brought out my phone. It was myself, Emanara, Bassi, and Co. We're just sitting. I brought out my phone. I started writing names of people who would call on the song. So that's how I came up with Yvonne Nelson. You know, I went to GIMPA, Ghana Institute of Administration and Management, to do a course. Myself and Jocelyn Dumas, the Ghanaian actor, were in the same class in Ghana. So I knew a lot of Ghana actors at the time. So I said, use Yvonne Nelson. He said, who's Yvonne Nelson? I went on Instagram and checked her out. Now, the day we recorded Kukere, so Your Waist was the day I joined the Instagram. Right? Because we were able to use that to get, to check her, follow her, and then we started, you know. So I sent her a DM, she replied. So I was communicating with her until we put her on the song. The song became big. Now, we did all this. In 2013, I walked into a studio in Abuja, and I saw Techno. You know Techno? Yeah. He was recording at Gospel Studio. And I was like, who is this guy? He came into the studio, he didn't say anything to anyone, he went into the booth and did a one take of A Character Love to Dance, right? I said, who is this guy? He said, the guy that did Oyeneku. I said, how? What's Oyeneku? I went and listened to the song. It was a remake of Oleku, right? So I listened to the song, I was like, this guy. So I came and met him, I said, when you're done, who are you signed to? He said he was signed to some guys at the time. I said, when you're done with your contract, look for me. This was 2012. 2013, one day I was just sitting there, I got a call. Okay, now techno, this now techno. I said, which techno? He said, techno for Abuja, gospel studio. I said, where are you? He said, I did Lagos. I don't get where to sleep. Right? I told him to come to the house. He came to the house, and that was it. We were able to make. So what I've done in the entertainment industry for me is I've been able to bring up brands like Nyaya, Techno, D-Tunes, DJ Kublong, Celebobo, all those guys passed through me. I fished them out from different places. After a while, I thought that there was nothing else I could do in the entertainment industry than to start up something. That's why I came up with different ideas that I've always been harboring in my heart for a long time. Like, this is what I want to do, this is what I want to build, this is where I want to go. I jotted down a few things that I'm going to read out for you guys because I believe something about growth. You cannot just wake up from your bed and just go outside and there's money outside. Like there's something people always say, I don't know if you hear guys say this thing that, I wish I can wake up and see 10 million at my door. Who go lost them? Do you understand what I'm saying? It's not possible. You have to work hard. People just see the pictures. I was in Dubai a few days ago, and I took a picture. I sent the same picture to my friend, and we took the picture together. He edited the picture and sent it to me, and it was different from the picture I had. Now, I posted that picture on Instagram. It had likes, but people didn't understand that that picture was darker than it was. All right? So we need to understand that there's something that's processed. Social media has messed up our minds. We wake up every morning going on social media, looking at pictures, looking at things that happen. Listen, if I tell you my shoes are aching, you will not know. But I'll take a good picture with these shoes and put it on Instagram, you'll like it. We need to understand something, that social media is a place, is a marketplace. Go there, sell and buy something. All right? Just don't look at the pictures. Most of the celebrities you see, before they post pictures, they edit those pictures. Have you seen them in real life? And you'll be like, wow, I saw Nicki Minaj, she's like this. Right? But in pictures it's different. Right? So you need to understand that. Look for the journey. Look for where the journey. Don't just wait for the destination, because well-edited pictures on social media are actually the destination. That's what they're showing you. But they're not showing you the transportation. We need to understand that there's no shortcut to success. Uche Tatify was here and he spoke a lot about where he's coming from. So we all been seeing emails like Uche Tatify. We thought it was just a guy that just came into Tatify and said, you know what, let's use my name to do something. But you see, he's spoken about his process, his growth. You know, there are times that people like me, I nearly gave up. There are days I sit down in my office in Lagos and they'll say, we need diesel. Okay, I want diesel in my house. I want diesel in my office. I have a couple of apartments that are owned by me that run in diesel, right? By the time they bring the bill, every week, you see a bill, diesel bill close to 2 million naira. How are you going to feel? Sometimes I'm like, what is going on? But you see, I'm just frustrated because of those things that are in front of me. But if I say, okay, I'm not doing them anymore, I've lost. Somebody else will do it. If Uber leaves Nigeria or Taxify leaves Nigeria today, or anybody leaves Nigeria, somebody else will do something. All right? But I believe that for Uber, Taxify, and Co that are in here today, you understand one thing. They didn't just get it easy. They started from somewhere. Uche showed you a small office. But right now, they've moved from just that small office to different places and they're impacting lives. That is growth. Do you understand what I'm saying? So we need to learn how to do something and understand the process. The youths in Nigeria today don't understand process. They believe that, okay, I want to just see those guys on social media. A lot of guys on social media are fraudsters. You know that? Right? And those monies don't last. I've been taking care of myself, like making my own money and not asking anybody for money for at least the last 13 years. That's because every day I try to look for something new to do in my life. is important. Forget the social media things you see. Forget what they say on social media. If you believe everything you see on social media, you are at risk for where you are going to. You are going to risk your life, your destiny, and a lot of things that you can achieve in life. So growth is very, very disruptive. And if you don't understand growth, you'll be depressed. The cause of depression is growth. People not understanding what growth is. A woman is pregnant today, after 9 months, right? That's because she went through the growth of her baby growing every day to her baby kicking, and then when she has the baby. That's growth. The pains through labor and everything is growth. When that boy grows up and they can have conversation with their mom, is growth. So you don't just wake up and go and adopt a baby and say, oh, I had a baby. It's different. Do you understand what I'm saying? You cannot want to be an overnight success. So before I go, I just need a few things down I believe that I should share with everyone. A little bit well, it's not lengthy. Comparison is fun until you realize you're not always going to be on the favorable position. Comparison will lift you up only to drop you right back to reality. Pay careful attention to your own work. You'll always get the satisfaction of a job well done, and you won't compare yourself with anyone else. Comparison kills. Try to understand something. If I'm wearing a suit today, not everybody have that. Not everybody knows how to wear a suit. You know that? I have a friend that has 2 suits, and he's had those 2 suits since 2015. But if you see him, the guy has a lot of money. If you see him in his office, he wears like nice pant trousers with a shirt. He hates suits. He only wore a suit on his 40th birthday. And those 2 suits were to do photo shoot. Do you understand? And he tells me, how do you wear suits every day? It's what I enjoy. Maybe it's because of where I'm coming from. When I was in the university, everything, my uniform was suit. If you know law, black tie, white shirt, black suit. Right? So coming now to having an opportunity to wear the suit, I enjoy it. I'm used to it. Alright? So being yourself is much more better than being a fake version of someone else. You find true success and happiness if you have only one goal. That is to fulfill the highest, most truthful expression of yourself as a human being. Thank you so much.